So it's the middle of August in Atlanta. What's it like in hot Atlanta? What's summer like here? Well, today we're actually really lucky. Humidity is way down. High is about 86, and with the low humidity, it's absolutely perfect out here. It's like San Diego almost. Hot and humid is the rule in Atlanta, but sometimes you get lucky. And today is one of those days. It's absolutely perfect. Look at all these beautiful clouds. Look at this beautiful blue sky. You know, when the sky is blue in Atlanta, the humidity's down, you know it's going to be comfortable. It's when the sky gets gray and hazy, you know, the humidity's out of control, and you're probably better off staying indoors. September's right around the corner. The heat usually breaks right at the beginning of the month. Let's see how things go the rest of August. Well, it is the third week of August, and it is 98 degrees today in Atlanta. It's a scorcher. You know, fortunately, it's not as humid as it usually is. It's actually kind of dry, so it's 98 degrees, but it's a dry 98 degrees. Meanwhile, in Dallas, you know, the temperature today, I think, is going to hit 106, 107 degrees. So, you know, all things considered, this is about as hot as it gets in Atlanta. I know we've kind of had this record-breaking heat wave all across the country, but for the third week of August, you know, this is about as hot as it gets in Atlanta. And the record-breaking heat wave, I don't think it's hit us at all. It's just seemed like a normal Atlanta summer. So we'll see what the fourth week of August brings for us, and hopefully September will bring cooler fall weather. Well, they say it's not the heat, it's the humidity. And on a day like this, that is certainly the case. It is 75 degrees in Atlanta. It's also 96% humidity. We had some crazy thunderstorms come through last night, just absolutely soaked everything down. So you wake up and boy, the air is thick with humidity. It just took the dog for a walk and probably need to hop in the shower. Well, you'd never know a hurricane just went across the state of Georgia. Hurricane Idalia made landfall this morning on the panhandle of Florida, went diagonally right across Georgia, pretty classic pattern for Gulf Coast hurricanes, and went right between Atlanta and Savannah like a football through the uprights. So we barely had any rain, barely had any wind, and we're out here. It's kind of cooled off nicely, and we're about to play some tennis. So just another day in the summertime in Atlanta. Well, it's a beautiful, cool morning in Atlanta, finally getting some sunshine. It's the last day of August, and boy, we've had quite a week of rain, had very heavy electrical storms. The previous 2 days, yesterday, the hurricane, of course, moved through, and we thought we dodged all of that because it just kind of ran through the center of the state, but about 8 o'clock last night we were playing tennis and the sky just opened up. We got another inch of rain, and I think the total this week, the last week of August, has been at least 3 inches, probably more. It's been pretty heavy duty even for Atlanta. So looking forward to September. September usually brings with it much drier air, much lower humidity. Doesn't always cool off exactly at the beginning of September, but the lower humidity is always welcome, and hopefully we're going to get a taste of fall here pretty soon. Wow, 1st of September, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and got the doors open, don't have the air on, getting a nice little taste of fall. Great little breeze blowing out here. It's really terrific. Off to a great start in September. It's just after Labor Day, and we had a beautiful weekend, very low humidity, temperatures in kind of the mid upper 80s. It was a really, really nice weekend. You know, sometimes in Atlanta, September is just an extension of a hot August, really. Sometimes September can be quite warm. And the best years, the humidity blows out of town at the end of August and you never see it again, and fall starts literally right at Labor Day and just continues on until Christmas. I don't think that's the kind of year we're going to have this year. I think we're definitely due for some more hot weather, but you know, certainly nothing like August, certainly nothing like the big heavy sweats that you're still experiencing, for example, if you live in Florida, or the scorching, you know, oven roasting heat that you get if you're in Texas. Atlanta's wonderful, pretty much all year long, but I'm a big fan of fall, and it's my favorite time of year, and I'm just so excited to see what we're going to get this year. Well, it's almost noon on September 15th, 71 degrees here in Atlanta, nice and dry, super cool. This cool weather's been kind of creeping in for the last couple of weeks, and I think fall is officially here, even though we, I guess, technically have another 7 days of summer. It's really interesting to me how quickly my tastes change when the weather cools off. I stop thinking about iced tea and I start thinking about hot coffee. Start thinking about long sleeves instead of short sleeves and soup instead of salad. So fall in Atlanta is just, it's always a blessing after the hot and muggy summer, and here it is.